So I want to talk about sending the National Guard over to LA, which is just political posturing. That's all it is. Posturing. If you want to be pedantic. Because it looks good in the headlines, and that's what Trump really is. He's all about what fulfills the ego. Where is that located? But the root cause of the problem, the actual solution to the problem, he'll never get to, because he doesn't care, and he's just ignorant, basically, like majority of people. That's why the majority of people should not be leading society to prosperity. You need those who are curious enough to research and come up with new ideas, like I have with reformtheworld.org. Now, immigration, illegal immigration, is a situation, let me get down to it, a situation of supply and demand. Everybody goes somewhere because there's a demand for that person to be there and do some work over there. That's what it is. That's all it is, really. That's why war on drugs has been a failure. A total waste of money. Imagine if we had all the money back from that war on drugs, among the other wars. We would solve housing. We would have a house for literally everybody. Like, why we have enough space? Why can't each person have their own land? Anyway, this goes back to, why can't we have great infrastructure again? Everything's falling apart. But listen, this goes down into supply and demand. So we need to implement automation. A lot of automation in agriculture. We need to set an incentive program, and that will make production more efficient, and overall it'll lower the cost of produce and whatever else. It's going to lower the cost because you're not going to need that manpower. The manpower to work for pennies on a dollar, which no American wants to do. Pick strawberries, lemons. So that's the irony. The great irony is that you're using resources to find these people and kick them out of the country, deport them, whatever. It looks good on Fox News and the cameras. But who is going to pick? Who is going to plant the crop? Who is going to take care of the children of the rich who hire a au pair or whatever, a nanny or whatever? I'm not a rich guy, so I might not be great on my terminology, but from my experience, that's what I've seen. Rich people, a lot of certain people from a certain background, they have illegal immigrants taking care of their children. It's amazing how much trust they put in it, but I'm sure, anyway, that's besides the point. So it's purely, this is what Reform the World is about. We're going to influence public opinion and policy. We're going to kick out all the corrupt politicians who are just talking about illegal immigration, but they don't come up with real solutions to real problems of homelessness, illegal immigration. I mean, we need a pathway to citizenship so you can earn your way into the country the right way and kick out all these parasites who suck our blood. It's disgusting. And these are the insider trading corrupt politicians. But anyways, so I've met many immigrants who work, labor labor type of jobs, and they are doctors, engineers, lawyers. Like, we need more lawyers, right? But that just goes to show you all the wasted potential we have from these immigrants. You know, we need doctors. We need engineers. That's why the Harvard is importing people from India or whatever, because the schools are failing in this country. People either don't want to be engineers or they just suck because everything is so watered down. That's why we need a great revolution of change to fix all of this wasteful spending, to eradicate these high taxes and these huge IRS income tax loopholes that companies take advantage of. They pay less than us. The rich pay less than us. It's unbelievable. They game the system. That's why it's the fucking income tax IRS book is this big. Because now they're able to look for the loopholes. They have lawyers for that. So the solution to immigration is just doesn't sound great on Fox News, you know. Just doesn't. Supply and demand. We need a pathway to citizenship. And we need to utilize the skills that we have in front of us so that we can put it to good use for the American people. That's what Reform the World is about. That's what I'm about. We're here on the mission of prosperity for the American people, for people all over the world, not just Americans. We want peace and unity without limit. And that's all possible as long as we work together to coalesce into a great movement of change. This is not left or right. There is no left and right. There's only truth and lies. And all you've been told is lies.